Even if I wasn't cooking and cleaning for these Negroes, okay, because sometimes I don't do that. If I don't want to do that, I'm not going to do it.
Don't do it.
Still, there's a way to communicate. There's a way to be. There's a way to just gel with that person. There is a way. I've learned that through those women, and I carried it with me.
I love
Good.
that. I love that.
Mhm.
I'm gonna watch this last video before we get into our women's history fact and final thoughts. Do I have another? I do have another video. Minister Connie, do you want to add anything to that while I find the other video?
That was good. You know what? My mother had sisters that were married to really good men.
Yeah.
So we did have family. We had good family values. We seen good marriages, long marriages, and
Mhm.
I went to high school with women that are still married to their husbands from
Mhm.
high school. So it's just unfortunately it can't be everybody, but I have modeled and seen some good marriages and relationships. So the thing is, you got to work on it. Everything got to be worked on because we're emotional beings as females because we're touching everything. We're like spaghetti and men are like waffles. There was a sermon on that and it was very good because men like to solve the problem. They're in a block. They can't do many things like we are. We're connected to everything, our kids, the school, our neighbors, our friends, just everything we're connected to. We're like spaghetti. We're touching everything. So the thing is that you got to learn how to keep your emotions in the right place.
You do.
Hmm. All right, let's go to this next video. And like I said, we'll get into, is it gonna
Misguided or perhaps distraught woman needs to hear this. But a woman should never be too upset or hurt if a man decides he does not want her presence in his life. A woman shouldn't be hurt if a man decides he doesn't want to be with her or he doesn't want to engage in a relationship with her, because a woman is a magical being who carries that magic, takes that magic with her wherever she goes. So even when you're not with him anymore, whoever he is, the magic leaves when you leave. Have you ever heard the saying, you give a woman a bag of groceries and she makes a meal? You give a woman an apartment, a house, or a condo, she turns it into a home. You plant a seed into a woman, she turns into a baby, a whole human. Women have the power to nurture, to magically nurture and thus transform everything we touched, especially when we deeply care for someone or something or love that someone. I mean, when we put our minds and our hearts and our spirits on whatever it is that we genuinely care for, we transform it. We take it to meteoric levels. So that man who didn't want to be with you, that business idea he had, you, out of your love for him, would have given him inspiration, creativity, and imagination that would have transformed that idea and turned it into a multi-million-dollar venture. That's what women do.
So that's, listening to her talk about how much women pour into other people, I could see why they end up in psych wards if things don't work out.